fam? Welcome back to Roar's channel, where today you are hanging out with your War Doctor as we learn how to get better here in Clash of Clans. Together, we're going to be looking at this 8 Pekka, 8 Earthquake spell attack strategy, one of which I can hardly even say, so if you guys have a better name for it, please leave a comment down below. We'll brand this attack as our own. We'll call it whatever it is you guys can come up with. But anyway, we're going to be talking about just how this attack strategy is utilized and what bases to use this attack for. So when this attack strategy happened to us, I was mind blown and a bit curious as to how strong it most definitely is. So I took this composition here into friendly challenges and I learned a lot about it. AD from Reddit Vortex showed it off. I'm telling you right now, really push this base down, and I can't wait to give you guys the replay. But before we jump into it, we're gonna really break this attack down. So 8 Pekkas, that's a lot of Pekkas, right? But how do you keep them on the inside of the base? And something I learned when friendly challenges, guys, you really need a big square base for this attack strategy to be viable. Why? Because if you have something more narrow or with a lot of compartments, then most definitely your Pekkas won't be able to reach it, or they all spread out, go outside the walls and just die, and that's something you don't want. You want them to have the ability to wipe all those defenses out as easily as possible, right? So here, looking at this base, where are we going to drop these earthquakes? Now, key things to remember, you do not want to drop the earthquake on the Town Hall. Town Hall is a very important defense, and it does indeed do a lot of damage to your troops, and so preventing it from popping a bit early is smart, so you can indeed keep your troops alive a bit longer, right? I'm not saying it's not going to work, but it's definitely going to help not activating it early. So we got to open up this base without stimulating the Giga Tesla. Here we go. Let's remove all this. We're going to open this base up by doing this, guys. We're going to pop the earthquake spells there. Let me redo that. We're going to pop him right about here, guys. It does not open the outside wall, but that's going to give him access to not only this compartment. I'm trying to draw it out for you. This compartment. And then I'm going to drop an earthquake right about here, right? And so what does that do? Every bit of this base is indeed open, right? And so perfect. Like every bit of it, it's open, and now the base is just taken down by these mean Pekkas. And so here we're gonna do it, guys. We're gonna just show off how it happens. Now, one more thing I want you guys to consider. We need to keep those healers alive, right? We do indeed have an earthquake, a freeze in there. If you see those healers taking a bit of damage early on, use that freeze for that. Also, if your queen decides to do her own thing or move away from the healers, try to keep her alive, guys. Remember, she's the only thing that's able to reach over walls. Something else, we have a baby dragon in the composition. It's there to ultimately just help with the funnel. You can use whatever troops you need to for that. This guy brought a baby dragon in here, and I'll break that down as well, just so we have a little of an understanding. We're going to drop a baby dragon here on that builder at 3 o'clock, and we're going to push its way down, and funnel is created for the Pekkas to ultimately push right in to this compartment. And again, we have access to everything. Pekka's over here on the collector, gotta be moving its way down here, and again, too easy. We have 6 Pekkas, 7 Pekkas going into the base, just smashing it up. I hope I gave you guys a little bit of an understanding on how this attack strategy works. Rages, guys, obviously, I really didn't explain them much, but coming into some of these high defensive areas, use those rages there to take down not only the CC troops, but the Giga Tesla, the enemy queen. I mean, there's just so much right there to push your rages down for. Just use that when you come in contact with high defensive areas. That's what the rage is for, guys. And ultimately, let's just watch the attack break down, and we'll just have a bit of fun in the process. All right, so now we're here in game. Let's just click play to watch exactly how this attack strategy happens. As we stated, guys, we know how the funnel's going to take place. We're dropping in the earthquakes. Remember, we want to do that first. We want to focus on that placement of the earthquakes to make sure that we get them just right, right? So now we have access to the entire base. You guys can see it all happen. They're dropping in that baby dragon at the 3 o'clock side, pushing down those few, trash buildings and defenses to make sure that funnel is created all too perfectly. Pekka's in on the north. He notices that Pekka's not moving in the direction he wants, so he's deciding to put on another Pekka to assist. Pekka's down there at the northeast side. We're going to be pushing in right at that infernal tower compartment with a wall wrecker. Now that the wall wrecker pushes into that one wall, check it out, man. We have access to everything. Queen's behind, king's also behind. We have a lot going in there. Some really important stuff to remember is those healers, right? Those healers are kind of like the backbone behind everything. They're keeping all the troops alive right there, making sure that they just push right through the base as the Pekkas destroy stuff. Queen's there to reach over the wall, pick up anything we might need to, such as like the CC, enemy queen, Infernal Tower is still caught up in a wall. Yeah, which we did too easily. Dropping in another rage, kind of clustered there on the rages, but I mean, ultimately he realized there's a lot of damage right there. We need to get it down too quickly. So Giga Tesla's now down, popping his Warden ability to push his way right through the center there. King's over there on the 3 o'clock side. He's really determined to get that Infernal Tower down, and he's going to do just that, pushing in towards that Infernal Tower, taking it down, guys. Still have tons of Pekkas up. Notice how those healers are taking on the Pekkas as their primary healing source, and I will tell you, it is because they really focus on what is taking the largest beating. And I say that, but I've seen the AI change on that so many times. So we are having the queen doing what she does best, work her way on those defenses that are just outside the wall there. She is doing the best thing she possibly can, staying behind those Pekkas to really ultimately make sure that those buildings are getting destroyed that they just cannot reach. I love how the queen does that, man. Sometimes she's just so awesome, and sometimes she can be really petty. Like, dude, it's right there. Why don't you hit it? And yeah, she just decides not to. Pekkas are moving around. They actually did a perfect split there, moving their way, you know, just perfectly around this base, ensuring there wasn't a time fill. This attack did indeed come very close, so don't take your time, I guess is what I'm saying, on getting these attacks in. Pekka's over on the 3 o'clock side. You guys can see the cleanup here. Look at that Warden doing what she does best, assisting she or he does best, reaching over the wall to grab the last few defenses. Composition sits right in front of you guys, which you guys have seen before. I hope you guys enjoyed today's video. A bit different, but I was really wanting you guys to understand how this attack strategy works, as I had to do during some friendly challenges. So great stuff to Reddit Vortex. Hail Horde did indeed take the victory, 34-31. Beautiful, beautiful war, guys. I appreciate the love. Hope you guys enjoyed today's video. Roar is most definitely out, and as usual, stay classy.